Hello, I'm TJ Deach, and today is October 1st, 2020. Now, obviously, this is a year unlike any other. We're dealing with all sorts of things that are crazy and wild, and then some people are not, which makes those of us who are following the rules feel a little crazy. Anyway, Halloween is going to be totally different this year. I'm not able to watch the volume of horror movies that I'm usually used to, so I'm doing a lot more comic reading and book reading, and I also got myself a little something to help me get in the spirit this year, and that is the Funko Pocket Pop 13-day Spooky Countdown calendar. Now, I ordered this on Amazon. I'm sure you can get it anywhere. It's by the great folks at Funko. I haven't opened it yet, but this is the front, and then here's the side there. Looks like, like a traditional advent calendar, I guess. And then the back kind of gives away some of the toys you might see inside. And there's a bunch of logos down here I'm trying to ignore, so I'm a little surprised. And then the other spine. And so this just slides right up. I haven't even looked at this yet. This is the first time. I just took the shrink wrap off. So we got a cool gate. And then let's see what happens. We fold out this way. What? Huh, that's pretty rad. This could be a cool display for, after you're done with the calendar. I don't know if you can see over my shoulder here. I have a bunch of Halloween-themed toys going back to my childhood. Monsters from He-Man to, Frankenstein's monster to Freddy and Jason are all back here. There's a post on my website, United Monkey, about it, and I might do a video on here too. That's UnitedMonkey, MONKEE.com, if you want to check it out. The first one went up today because it's October 1st. And like I said, I might do a video post, and if not, there will be a second post finishing up the whole menagerie later on this week. So let's see, we got 1 through 13. I thought about doing this leading up to Halloween, so ending on October 31st, but I was like, you know what, it's gonna be a weird year, let's have some fun, and that means that I get to have these toys out longer around here, the rest of these guys. So let's see what's up. Alright, so there's like a little indent, kind of like a little skull guy. So pushing that in, whole thing goes in, open up, no indication of what it is, as you can see. I'm going to put this down, and then we just have this little red bag. Perfect color for Halloween, obviously. I'm sure a lot of these characters have spilled a good amount of blood in their time. So let's see who we got. Tiny Freddy Krueger. That's fantastic. Let me do it like this so you can see. He's got the claw hand. Pretty small toy, so it's not individual claws, but it's pretty cool. Now, Freddy's one of my favorite kind of classic slashers. I really got into these when I was about 16, and I got a membership to Family Video back in Toledo, Ohio, where I'm from. And so I had always seen these slashers. I'm 37, and so I grew up kind of in the heyday of slashers, but I was way too scared to watch any of that stuff. But that didn't stop, you would go to the movie theater and, now where they run commercials for businesses, at that point they would just do like stills and of movies, and then they would do previews, like you see today. And I do remember seeing like, there was a Freddy one and he's just got like his claw hand up. And I was with a friend of mine who was about a year younger, and he like ducked under the table or under the, behind the chairs because he was so freaked out by it. So we knew about these things. I mean, there was a Freddy, a Jason, Nintendo game. It didn't quite get into the cartoon stuff that you would see with R-rated properties like Rambo later on, or like Chuck Norris in a general way. But Freddy's a favorite. A few years ago, I watched all the movies front to back, and it's just, the quality isn't quite as good the further on you get. I like how they built the mythology. I mean, it gets crazy with his mom and all those dads, and not let's call it problematic at best. But I've got a special spot in my heart for this guy. There is one of him back here from New Nightmare, but this is a classic Freddy with the fedora, the sweater, the claws, the face, the whole thing. And so this is very cool. I'm excited to put it up in my collection. And another reason that I like these Funko Pop figures is that even the most kind of terrifying character, like when they're popified, you know, they're adorable. You wouldn't be as scared to see this guy in a dark alley unless you knew, you know, his history with children, which he should not be around. So I'm excited to put him up here on the wall. He'll join a few others. I do have mystery minis of the shark from Jaws. I think I have a Jason, and then I've got Slimer, and then I've got two great black and white Universal monsters that were, I think, Walgreens exclusives last year that I was really hoping might show back up this year, but they're not. I've got Werewolf and Wolfman and Dracula back there, which are very cool. So this guy will fit in pretty good, and plus these won't scare my kids. Even with all these that I have up here, they're great, but I had to keep a few, like my very detailed NECA Leatherface figure. I could not put that up because the kids would see it and get freaked out because he's covered in blood and his face is all messed up. So that's going to be the first one today, Freddy, a very cool addition. I'm sure there's going to be some in here that I don't know or I'm not familiar with or just, you know, I'm not as excited about. So we'll kind of get to those when we do. But for now, this is the first installment of the 13-day spooky countdown calendar. If you've got one of these, you can open up along with me or just do it on your own. I'm sure some people got this and opened them all up right away. I'm trying to have a little patience and try to spread out the fun a little bit and then still have enough of a cool display for the end of the year. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop me a like or comment or whatever. I'm pretty new to this whole YouTube thing, so if you liked it, let me know. Subscribe. I'm going to be doing more of these. Hopefully some movie reviews, some comics, some books, all kinds of scary stuff as we get rolling along in October. So with that, thank you. Have a good one.